There we go. Oh, cool. You can hear me typing. Well, internet special. There we go. Okay. For sure, let's pop that over there, huh? Okay. Right. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. I remember now. Ah, yes. Now I remember. I was going to go to Sandoria. Gonna take you back to the past. Because, hey, why not? La, la, la. Actually. Haha. Figures there wouldn't be an auction house in the past. Figures. Figures. Don't know if I like this thing. Might be switching back to my old ways of chat. Last I recall, when I came over here, one of these guys got punched in the face. Okay. Mm-hmm. Final Fantasy, it consumes my life, and that is probably why I'll never have a wife. Oh, wow. Hey. Digrapho Dingleshits McDangly Bits, that's his name. Hey. I'm here to talk to you. Hey, there's your cutscene. Now I gotta wait. Got something that automatically clicks the enter key for me, so I don't have to sit here and spam shit. It's annoying after a while. Don't you think? I think that's his sister, if I remember correctly in the story. So before anybody gets any weird ideas. Well, it's Japanese, isn't it? Oh yeah. Wompy stompy, wompy stompy. That's right. Maybe we should turn the volume up. There we go. Something like that. I think I'm actually clipping on the mic, aren't I? Am I clipping? Clip! A little bit. I'm getting in the red. I don't want to be in the red. So let's bring that down a notch right about there. Perfect. Get your ass together. I know it says act. We're on a long ride. You'd think these people would use more nicknames for one another since it's such a long name to say. It's just hard to say. Eximile. Oh, Eximile. Oh, Eximile. You know, wouldn't you just call him X? You know? Altenia. Alti. You know, you'd have to give people nicknames because when your name is a mouthful and a pain in the ass, you need to come up with something. Alright. bitch boy, slap fight. Jugner. Of the past, of course, Still gotta say, Wings of the Goddess is perhaps one of the one of the laziest expansions I've ever seen. And it's because they just reused assets they already had. And I don't even mean NPCs. Of course you're going to reuse, NPC models. I mean, they literally reused entire zones. They were like, yeah, we're not building new land or anything like that. Let's just reuse all the old land, and we'll throw a couple invisible walls on it. Yeah, good enough. It's a whole new place for you to explore, a whole new chunk of the game world for you to go run around in. And it's just so unlike them. See, normally you have, normally what you get is normally with each expansion you get a whole new area, or like a whole new, like a new island with several little zones in it. That's just not the case anymore. Kind of sad. Alright, let's ride this tunnel. I-6. See them, but they're there. Tiny. Anyway. So if I think back to the olden days of, like, say, Chains of Promethea, they give you Prometheans, just whole new big areas to go into, big boss fights. Then there's the whole continent, basically, of Tavnasia. And that's where you find C. Treasures of Ottergon. Ottergon introduced this whole Ottergon area. I forget what they called it. Anyway, there's a whole continent, you know, with several zones. It's like, oh, hey guys, you know, you think you've explored Vanadil? Well, check this out. There's a whole new world for you to look around in. And then finally came Wings of the Goddess. Oh boy, what new place are we gonna explore now? What new place are we gonna see? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I can't wait. Go re-explore the same zones you've already seen, but with a new coat of paint on them. What? Not fair. Come on, man. That's cheap. Now, that all being said, at least they made it interesting, right? Right? Yeah, okay. But they did make up for it, I think, with Seekers of Adderley. They gave you a whole new area to explore, which was worth it. I'm very glad that they did that. But yeah, that was a really weird period. Around the time Wings of the Goddess came out, that's where the developers, I guess, were just collectively like, no, we're not doing anything more. No, we've done enough. You got enough stuff to play in. Go play in what we gave you to play in, okay? Go have fun. You know. Ah, crap, I went the wrong way again. Alright. But, you know, what are you gonna do? But Seekers of Adderley, they gave you whole new areas to explore. Rhapsodies of Vanadil, they gave you a couple of new areas, very small. Not very many new areas, but they're definitely there. And they largely want you to go back through all the other areas you've already been in. You know, you've completed the content in the most of the game, right? No, not quite. So, very weird going through Rhapsodies and story content kind of sort of at the same time. But oh well. It was all fun. I was glad I did it. But as I understand it, they're adding new story content. But even then, I mean, Rhapsodies was the add-on that none of us thought we were ever going to get. Like, really? There's another add-on for 11? You guys got 14 now. What are you guys doing with 11? Who gives a shit about 11? Apparently somebody does. Somebody over at Square Enix does. They're coming out with another expansion sometime in 2021, this year. Don't know when. We'll reuse the old zones, add a couple new, and then we'll add a whole bunch of invisible walls on it so you can't travel it the way you used to be able to travel in it. New zones. They're a carbon copy of the old zones, just more annoying to go through, that's all. Clunk, 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 clunk. All day long I'd be pretty bum if I were a wealthy man. Bitty bum. And for a dump. Ooh, there it is. Okay. That, okay. So that happened. Get out of Jugner. Jugner Forest. I do find it interesting that you can get to Ronpower from here. Like suddenly they've opened up the ability to get to Ronpower from Jugner. Makes me wonder, like, what happened to Lethane Plateau? But I think it's the same in all the areas. They cut out those crag areas. Like, they don't want you to see what the crags were like back then. I do find that interesting. Like, well, why were you hiding the crags from us? I like the music for this version. Regular Ron Fowler's music is okay, but this music, leaps and bounds better. Update the title a little bit to be a bit more exact about what it is I'm questing about. What are you hoping to achieve? More trusts. Damn. Damn, children. Sure, I know Saga 2 already. I do find interesting about this because they kind of sort of reused Garland's Citadel, but not really. But it was interesting to see what it was like back in its full glory. What's up, Humpadink? That is called a GPD Win 3, so you know what a switch is. It's basically a switch, except it runs Windows 10. So I can play emulators, I can play Steam games, I can play anything really. And it's powerful enough even to support Cyber... Not right now, no. I'm playing 11 on my main PC, but yeah, that thing over there, brand new, just came out. What? This is a quest line in Wings of the Goddess. Ditch this R-chat thing. I don't like it. Some add-on to help with the chat. I was trying to find a way to, like, get rid of all the spam. Because when you're in... this is the spam channel of just crap constantly coming out. I'm like, Jesus, man, can we just, like, not have that in general chat? Can I just, like, delegate that to a whole other channel and not see shouts in that channel? That would be nice. But alas. I'm thinking I might be able to get away with it if I do the two-window design where they're horizontally broken down. Vertically broken down. Taru Blue Mage, yeah, there you go. Taru Blue Mage. He's powerful too. Self-skill chain light off myself, but apparently later on in the game, like, you get so fast. Self-skill chaining isn't really even all that big a deal, but I have my final weapon skill unlocked. Now I'm just collecting trusts. That's what all this is. This is just a long, drawn-out quest line that ultimately ends with me getting a trust. Totally optional. Don't have to get it, but I know that at some point the game expects you to have a certain number of trusts before it'll give you some other trusts. So I'm kind of like, huh, really? Okay. You get the arc. I think there's a certain number of trusts you have to have before they give you access to the archangels. And those are the ones. Those are like the Fomor versions of all the races in when you fight the Shadow Lord. You gotta, or not the Shadow Lord. It was in Rise of the Zillard, I think. You gotta fight like the undead version of the Taru, the Elven, the Hume, the Galka, and the Mithra. You basically get to summon those. I've seen people running around with them. I have no idea. I don't know why people running around with them, but I think they look cool and I want them. It's really at this point. There's a lot of trusts in here that are just basically useless. They're really there for the novelty. Like, oh look, I can summon Ajido or Marujido. Yeah, well, he kind of sucks, you know. So, hey, I can summon Sakura. What's Sakura? It's a chocobo chick. Just a little baby chocobo chick. I don't know what it does for you, but hey, okay. I'm gonna fix the chat. I don't think I like this thing at all. At all. Don't like it. It's too ugly. I think my number one complaint with it is that I can't control the opacity of it. You know it. Right, I'm on window area. Better be on window. Let's fix the chat. Config. Windows. Yeah, there we go. This one's for chat only, I guess. messages. I don't mind messages. This, on the other hand, I don't mind saves, apparently. I don't know. I've never seen one happen. That's the thing. I think it's there. There's a page for it. Just don't, there we go. How about now? Am I coming through okay? I actually had this all live streaming. I didn't see anybody watching, so I was like, all right, I think I'll just play around with this stuff for a while and get the settings perfect. Yeah, I figured. There we go. I'll just turn it down to that. Actually, you know what? We'll bring it down to about here. Yeah. Yeah, I saw somebody had just hopped in. I went, wait, what? Oh, I guess I don't have time to be doing that. We got a Twitch person. No idea. I don't think I've met this person yet. Hello and welcome to the channel. Yeah, they're mentioning the game audio is like super loud in these sections. Always in the past, they gotta like play this like big boisterous battle music, and it's like, really? Is that necessary? Been tweaking things as well. Yeah, see, it isn't just, yeah. I just had a chat add-on going there for a while, and it was too ugly. What I'd like to do is just completely filter out all the shouts and the yells. I don't need those. Alright, so I'm trying to go to H9 on map 2. Yeah, like I was using some add-on I found like that Windower doesn't even know about. It was just something I found on FFXI called RChat. And it was usable for a while, but I had some issues with it. One of my main issue I think with it is that it had no opacity setting. And also, as nice as it was that everything was collapsible, it needs to collapse from the bottom, not from the top. So it just sort of messed everything. It's like, no, what if I want to make the chat go away so that I can see everything? Well, now I've got this big bar floating in the middle of the screen that's collapsed. I'm like, that's not what I want either. And there's no place to put it up top. And I was like, Screw this. Yeah. Garlic Citadel of the Past. I am looking for... H9. H9. Okay. I'm looking for wooden crates. Alright. It's actually going to attack me. Okay. Alright, sure. Go ahead. Oh yeah, level 99. Damn it. The combat info is in the wrong window. Okay. No, it's in both of them. Okay. Alright, well... I guess it is backwards. Right, config chat filters, that's right. Yeah, that's the other... Yeah, then I could just disable it across the board. Okay, let's... We're gonna leave both of those alone. Yeah, there's this add-on, I think it's called Battle Mod, and it greatly condenses the combat information. That it just makes it much, much cleaner to look at. I don't know if I like this either. Okay, I'm just gonna flip it back to one window then. One window. I would just like all that like shout stuff to be just relegated to the shout channel. Like I wish it worked a bit more like WoW, where different channels were used for different things. Instead of everything being displayed in one big channel. The other orcs looked more badass than this guy. Oh, great. Oh, okay. Our fearless leader, everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna... I think I'm with this chat guy here. Kirihoto. I think I'm with them where... Oh dear God. This guy. Oh my god. Yeah, he's struggling. This. Are you sure his name is Zogbog and not Geronimo? Jesus Christ. But yeah, I think I'm gonna switch back to one window and just yank out the yells and the shouts. I don't think I ever mess with them unless, like, maybe one day I'll want to spend 8 million for some capacity grinding, but I swear that's how people are making money right now. They're like, we'll grind for capacity points and we'll help you do it for 8 million gil. At least I think that's how that works. Is that not how that works? I guess I'm wrong. I'm still new coming back to the game as well. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're reacting just like I'm reacting. Like, yeah, no, I'm not. I don't need to hear. Okay, I misread you. I got you. Yes, sir. Or ma'am. Who are you? I am indeed on Asura. Welcome, good sir. I am on Asura just like everybody else. I was talking with a friend of mine, Sarek. She's still out on the Sylph server where we came from originally. And I was saying, you know, one of the reasons we left was it was kind of cold and chilling going everywhere and nobody being there. And I also mentioned that the auction house is dead. Completely dead. So forget getting anything off of that place. You know, you're not going to be able to sell anything, and if you need anything specific for a mission or something, you're probably not going to find it. And she said, true, but when you need a capacity grinding party and a campaign's going on, a low pop server's pretty nice. Like, yeah. Lakshmi. Come on. Oh, wait. First. No, we're going back to one window. Okay. Ooh. You know, I threw a lot of stuff on the auction house as well, and none of it is sold. Some of it does. It's almost like you've got to look out there and see, what are people buying? That's what I need to go and find. But, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't so much about, hey, I need to make money, as much as it was, hey, I got this quest I need to do, and I could go and spend a week trying to do all the things and craft all the crap that I need in order to get it, but... Or I could just buy the damn thing that I need real quick off the auction house and be done with this. Not that I need these trusts, but why not? Yeah. Olmi is from Chains of Promethea. I can't remember who that is either. I think Koltada's I think Koltada's the main Corsair guy. I really can't remember. It's been a long time. Oh, Shantoto 2 is amazing. For making Gil, I found just grinding sparks and then turning around and buying the Acheron shield was the better thing. What do? Orcish turret. That's what I need to do is kill some turret? Alright. Go find a turret. Located at H10. Alright. And which direction am I heading? South, like I should be. Alright, cool. Well, how'd that work out for you? Sparks and Unity accolades were a lot of the ways of how I got a lot of money. Turning the Unity accolades into prize powders. It was time consuming. Other people are like, no, you should take those accolades and grind mobs on them. Like there's certain types of gears and drops. I don't know. I'm honestly... I'm just throwing things at a wall and seeing what sticks. I vaguely saw that in a Reddit thread somewhere, and I wasn't sure what that was, but it sounded complicated, and I was like, I ain't doing this. I like doing the prize powder trick better. Don't make me learn stuff. Alright, which was it? It was H10? No, not over there. It was... where? Oh, okay. With just plain Eminent gear, or aka the level 99 top tier Sparks gear, you can probably do the really, really low level ones, like the Sleeping Mabel or whatever. But from what I understand, you gotta like basically do Ambuscade, I guess? And I forgot how to do those. I'd have to go back and read the guide again on how to get all that set up. I've done it before, I think every time you do it, you've got to do a whole... you got to jump through some hoops or something. Okay, so you've got Ambuscade gear, yeah. I was doing the bottom of the list stuff. That's all I was able to do. Well... ah, there it is. Here we go. Probably should have saved that chant Designy for this guy, but it's all good. We're gonna do this. There we go. I'm doing this quest line right now so that I can get, I think, Rahal S, I think is the trust. I'm just trying to get trusts at this point. Just collecting them. Filthy casual that I am. But so far, I've been leveling by going into Escher Ruan and taking down the Lairns. Probably not yeah. He understands the Mog. He understands the casual playstyle because this dude just gets in. A lot of times, it just goes in and just sits in the Mog house. Like, yeah, that's. I've done that many times. But yeah, I'll grind in Escher Ruan. But I hear out in Dogates and Sirtis Caverns and stuff like that, there's like these Apex Bats and Apex something else. Apparently, you can grind on stuff. Gives out the max amount of XP. I don't know. From what I understand, it behooves you to get in with a group of people to do that, or otherwise it's just gonna take too long and the time isn't worth it. Let me toss this regret at you. I sort of regret playing Ataru now. If I had it my way, I would change races to Hume, because I feel like there's so many classes that are barred from me playing really well, and what I'm trying to figure out is if that's even still true at these top tier levels. I think maybe when pushed to their extreme there's some truth to it, but largely speaking, is there any truth to it? Crabs, that's what it was. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch! What are you doing to it? Oh, okay. That was an odd camera angle. Yeah. See, you're going through the same dilemma that I'm going through. This dude here, I briefly thought, you know what I would like to do is, like, maybe get a new character slot and just start all over again with the character that I want. You know, a Hume character. And then I just thought, I can't. That is way too much content I would have to do over again, and I'm not doing it. I did it once. Once was enough. And now he pulls out a grenade. Oh, I don't know what that was. Oh. It was a scroll of instant warp? I thought he was dying. Figured he would just take the whole cavern down with him. Nope. He's pulling a Patterson. That's what he's doing. Just want to CP grind and get one job with 3 stars. Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. But I also kind of... I'm also kind of trust hunting as well. Just picking up what I can, and... I saw... I'm basically on a group of quests now. Well, I'm on a side tangent of quests now to pick up other trusts, but eventually it's all going to loop back into one main quest line that will... It's eventually going to lead to me picking up August, which I hear is like the best tank trust out there. And this also will unlock the ability... Apparently doing that will also unlock the ability to get the Arc... I think they're called the Archangel ones. The Arc... Arc EV, Arc... Yeah, whatever those trusts are. I don't even know if... I see people using them all the time, so I guess they're effective. I just don't know what to use them for or when to use them. I was like, it didn't matter to me. I just wanted them because they looked cool. Well, this is past Rahal. You get to find Rahal again. You see Rahal again in the future, all grown up. I think the two tanks that the tank that I saw somebody using in Ambuscade was Gesho, and I have him, and he works pretty well. He is a little bit problematic because he AOE uses he AOE stuffs, so he can pull in extra crap while you're fighting. Shantoto 2, amazing, yeah. Shantoto 2 is a perfect blend of that one trust that will almost always create the max level skill chain and then magic burst off of it for you. So it's like, well then... And she just looks cool, and so do all of her weird weapon skills. They all look cool, and I just can't get enough of it. Right, that's right, Ayame. That's the one that will always set you up, I think. Once you do a certain weapon skill, it like locks Ayame into a certain routine where she goes, "Okay, I'm going to do that every single time. I'm going to do this particular weapon skill to set you up so that you can do the light skill chain and have light or dark or whatever, the best possible skill chain happen, but you're the one making it, therefore it'll be the biggest burst." My regular trust, at 99 anyway, my regular trust thing is, and mind you, I'm playing as Blue Mage, so maybe that makes a difference, but, I usually have Olmia, because she'll give you 2 stacks of the Bard haste spell. I always have, I usually have Koopa Freed out there, for leveling anyway. So that's Olmia, Koopa Freed, Shantoto 2, Aparuru, I hear, is the best healer, and if I can't get Aparuru, I'll use Chirukiki. Right. Yep, for CP. And the last one, Koltada, because they'll, if I have an EXP ring, dude will cast Corsair's Roll. So basically what I'm trying to do is cap out how much haste I have so that I can slice, weapon skill, slice. And a couple of times I've been able to have light happen with 2 Chant de Signes back to back, if I'm even pronouncing Chant de Signe correctly. And even if I don't get light, it doesn't matter. I just use 2 massive weapon skills in the same battle. It pretty much kills it, usually. Those 3 stars, that means somebody has grinded their character's job points all the way up to the max number of points. And I'd like to eventually get there. So that's like saying, hey, you can see down here in this little bar here, that's XP, which well, hold on, when it comes back. Right, yep, Dancer haste, I love it. So we got XP, which we don't really care much about. LP, there's your limit points, and here's all the merit points that the limit points have added up to. And then over here are capacity points. You get those over and above limit points when you fight things that are like level 99 and above. And you get, for every 30,000 capacity points, you get a job point. Now, with merit points... I'm also explaining this to a friend of mine. He's never seen any of this high level stuff, so I'm trying to like get him up to speed on it. I'm gonna get him into Final Fantasy XI if it kills me. So merit points, you remember, you're limited in what you can spend. Like once you spend, it's like, okay, you can't spend any more in this area or that area, so you got to be really choosy about what you spend it on. But job points aren't like that. Job points, eventually, these are all the categories right here of things I can put job points into. And it's always additive. So right now, I've already put 15. You see that I'm at level 15 for Blue Magic point bonus. I need 16 job points to reach the next level for the next Blue Magic point bonus. But eventually, so if you add it all up, that's 2,100 job points you need to get. But as you get job points, as you put them in, you get these extra gifts based on how many job points you've put in so far. So I've been getting all the, capacity point bonuses, like that adds up, physical accuracy, all these sorts of things. Personally, job trait bonus was the big one for me for blue mages, because with blue mage, depending on what spells you choose, you get different job traits. This boosts that up. This will boost that up an additional level. So my dual wield wasn't maxed before, but it is maxed now. So I'm very happy about that. There's another job trait bonus further on down the line that also boosts it. Well, yeah, you really can. Yeah, the dude's like, good luck. I've tried that with some friends. It's too much work. It's too old. Well, this is a friend of mine that played Final Fantasy XI back in the day, so I'm trying to get him back into it again. He has actually been playing on some of the private servers just because it's Final Fantasy, I gotta play it. And I'm like, the new Final Fantasy isn't that bad. It really isn't. Here's my favorite feature, one of my favorite features anyway. View House. Now obviously we had that from before. We had MogSafe 1, MogSafe 2, Storage, and MogLocker. But all of these, I can access these right now. I don't need to be at a Mog House to get to them. Wardrobes are for equipment only, so it gets it out of your inventory. All my stuff is equipped from the Mog wardrobe. So it frees my inventory up to hold items and not, hey, I got... Now you don't have, what was it? Now you don't have 16 slots dedicated to your equipment. You can stick that in Mog wardrobe and free up 16 slots for other stuff. I didn't bother unlocking more Mog Wardrobe 3 and 4. I don't see the point. Plus I'm cheap. But yeah, Mog Satchel. And also I did all the Gobby Bag stuff. But yeah, we got 88 slots in here. We got Mog Sack. There's another 80 slots in there. So 80, 80. And then, of course, and then this, the Mog Case, there's another 80. And then, of course, Mog Wardrobe has 80 slots for equipment. Same with Mog Wardrobe, too. So I got 80 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 80 times 5 slots, plus, obviously, my inventory itself is at 80 because I did all Gobby Bag. Oh, Mog Satchel, I believe that was... There's this Moogle right there in Rulud Gardens, like right out in front of the Mog House in Rulud Gardens, I think is what I had to do. And I had to keep talking to him. Like every time I did the Gobby Bag quest, I'd have to go back and talk to the Moogle again, and he'd go, oh, it got a little bigger. Well, then I'll make your satchel a little bigger. And I just kept going. But it's been a long time since I did it, and so I'm kind of, if I'm vague, I'm I'm sorry. There's somewhere in there to activate it, but I do remember doing something like that, or I might even be mixing that up with one of the other ones. I hope not. But yeah. Right, so while the other bags are already set at 80 for you, that bag isn't. It matches whatever yours is, and then when you go and increase it with the Gobby Bag, you got to go and talk to him and have him increase it for you. It doesn't happen automatically. It's a little annoying. Oh. Oh, is that... Oh, okay, okay. Is that where you have to link your Play Online account with your Square Enix account, maybe? I can't remember. Huh. I'd have to be flipping back and forth between BG Wiki and Encyclopedia to see. I found Encyclopedia tends to be a bit more descriptive about how things work, but BG Wiki tends to be more up to date, I guess? I'm not sure. Still remember the days of killing Ifrit and Alakazam, but... Oh, good. I just happened to talk to the guy at just the right time. Hopefully... Wait, what is the... There's supposed to be a clock over here. Okay, good. Hmm. Clock, right. I don't even know what add-on that clock comes from. This cutscene takes too long. Then I gotta sit here for another hour. Oh no, they're doing a Dunes party. Lord help them. Yep. I have no idea what that... Full Metal Bullet, what's that? Oh, only in campaign battles you get strength +2 and dex +2. No. No, these trusts... And originally we had companions. That's what we had before. We had that one NPC companion, and you were supposed to... And I think you could only summon it like once a day. And so that's what you basically had to do, was pull it out every day. And no, that's not canned beer, that's a canned diet soda. You had to, I think it's still there. It is still there. Yeah, well, I don't have it on this character. You had to take it out. You had to take it out for a walk every single day, practically. And you had to, you know, get in some fights or whatever. But I think, like, there were other things you had to do, like, while you had it out, you had to give it gifts and shit. And then eventually, like, after you got it to like you enough, you would do this other insane quest. And by the end of it, then you'd get, like, a different kind of signal pearl that was more powered up, where it would stay out for much longer, and it would help. I don't know. It was all dumb. Back... Oh yeah, with these trusts, that whole thing sounds annoying. Like, oh god, why would you want that? Right. Yeah, even my boy Kiri over here is like, that sounds horrible. Like, today, yeah, that does sound horrible. Back then, we took what we could get, and we were thankful. Uphill both ways, in the snow for 15 miles. That was Final Fantasy back then. Although I did have kind of a funny moment in the dunes with it, because I had it. You could outfit it too, and I had it outfitted like a tank. So I remember the tank left some party, and we were like, "Crap, we're never gonna find a tank. Damage dealers are, damage dealers were a dime a dozen, but tank, we're never gonna find a tank out here. What do we do, guys? What do we do?" And I was like, "Well, I got this signal pearl. All right, we can grind on like 2 or 3 more mobs." And he wasn't very good either. That was the other problem. I think he wound up dying, so the whole thing was kind of pointless. I'm like, hey, I tried. I didn't say it was a good idea. But yeah, no, now with trusts, it's kind of nice because... With trusts, it's nice because if there's a class that you want to play, you can play it. You can try it out and actually see what it's all about, grind it up, level it up. Because if there's something missing because you're choosing to play what you're playing, let it go to somebody else. Like, I'm also leveling up White Mage, so I can summon a tank trust, I can summon damage dealing trusts, and I'll just be the healer of the group. Fine, no problem. I'm supposed to zone. Alright. Well. I'll zone as soon as the clock strikes 1. Or 12. Go on, then. That'll... Because they want you to wait 1 in-game day. Or at least wait till the next day. So way back, big reason that he stopped. He didn't have 2 hours to sit around and look for a party. Uh-huh. Yeah. That was bad. Those days were bad. I think the only way around it was to get into a link shell and really coordinate static parties and say, all right. Well, actually, it was even worse. It was even worse than that. It was even worse than, oh, I'm waiting for a party. There was a time when you could not level sync. So, if you wanted to level with your friends, you better have a job that was around their level. Or if you were a link shell and you were saying, oh, I want to help other people get leveled, well, then you better find a job to level then. Or find something that's around everybody's level, more or less, in order to get people leveled. And it was just... horrible to coordinate. And then level sync came out and it's like, we might be all right. We can actually level together. We can actually play together. Like, static parties were much more easier to form. But overall, static parties I think were the better solution anyway, just because you guaranteed that you got stuff done, nobody complained about your gear, and I mean, you know. But yeah, when I came back to the game and there was this whole thing about trusts, it's like, no contest. If I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of busy work, aka grinding for experience points, yeah, I'd rather just do that by myself. I don't need to grab a whole bunch of people and make that a coordinated effort. If I want to get other people in, let's do story content, let's do a big battle, let's do something fun. But I don't know. Even all that grinding made some great friends. Because you get stuck together and you got to do something to pass the time while you're doing the... There'd always come that point where it's like, okay, hang on, the white mage and the black mage need more MP. Doesn't matter how much refresh or actually... Yeah, it doesn't matter if they can... Well, normally they would save their convert, ideally, but, you know, certain levels, it's like, nope, we all gotta take a knee. We all gotta wait. It's like, okay, while the time passes, so, come here often? You know? Force people together out of circumstance. Right, yeah. You only need, like, he was saying, like, now you only need, like, 1 to 2 friends. Instead of 5 others. I have found that in some cases, having another friend there it can be problematic. Because, I don't know, maybe it's just because of the way that I have Blue Mage stacked. It would probably be better if I were choosing more of a group class. because Blue Mage doesn't really group right. I don't know. It's kind of the... I don't even know why I'm leveling it, to be honest with you. I just like it. But if I were choosing more of a group class, it would probably work a lot better. Oh, God. You know what? Puppet Masters now, they're not the worst thing ever. They're up there. They're not the greatest, but they're... Blue Mages now, I think, are lower than Puppet Masters. Yeah. Yeah. Cinny loved his Puppet Master. Just couldn't get enough of it. Yeah, he's saying Blue Mage and Beast Masters are really solo play jobs. I mean, I just like the design of it and how situational it can be. It's like, oh, what am I trying to do exactly in this fight? Okay, I can work around that with this, but now Summoner is the one that I keep seeing revered a lot, but only because of their 1 hour ability. So I'm trying to figure out what's so great about Summoner. So or not what's so great about them, but I'm trying to figure out what how exactly they're being utilized, because it sounds to me like they bring in summoners, burn their 2 hour, blow some massive avatar load, and blow through all their MP, do massive amounts of AoE damage to lots of things, and then, okay, everybody, see you in an hour. Like, I think that's how that's working right now. I'm not sure. It's been a while. I do remember there were summon burn parties like that. They would go into Koroloka Tunnel, and they would get, like, tanks to just run in. They'd get, like, one pallet, and it's like, alright, go in, gather up as many mobs as you can, use Invincible. Alright, is everybody ready? Cool. And then the summoner would just... The summoner would well, back then it was a 2 hour. And the summoner would just burn their all the summoners would just burn their 2 hours at once and just kill everything outright. And the amount of XP you would get from killing like 40 or 50 mobs at once, or probably even more than that, but just all of a sudden just comes. And more importantly, these were mobs that were click on the well. Okay. Just started leveling a summoner. It's because it was around the same level as a friend we were leveling it. Yeah. With level sync, it's not even that big a deal. Like, you can't even get mad at somebody when they out-level you. It's like, hey man, you continued leveling without me. And like, dude, level sync. I can level without, even if I'm reach max level, me sinking down to your level and continuing, I'm still getting merit points. Maybe not capacity points, but merit points are still useful. Merit points are still needed. It's fine. We're still making progress no matter what. It doesn't matter where somebody is. And I'm like, that's how the game was meant to be played. Yes. I've never tried Geomancer. Geomancer I see on forums is very, very, very highly in need. But from what I understand, Geomancers are mostly just support classes that buff, and that's why they're so much in need, because nobody wants to play a support class. I wouldn't mind playing a support class if it was interesting and fun to play. Do you even do anything as a Geo? Like, from what I understand, you have these, like, auras where you just by being there, there's this aura that goes over everybody. Is that really the only reason you're there? Do you get to actually, like, do stuff? Oh, you heading out? Okay, we got the long life biscuits. Oh, I gotta get a hatchet now? I'll take my hatchet, swing in, go chop. Where is this hatchet? I know I gotta have one somewhere. Well, there is a search feature somewhere. There's an add-on for it where you can just... I forget what the add-on's called, but it's in one of the Windower add-ons that allows you to search for it. I just haven't installed it. But then again, I'm kind of iffy on searching for it in the first place, because I'm like, okay, well, do I have to type it exactly as it's written? What? I'll go grab it now. Why not? Okay, what was it called? What was it called? Box Destroyer. Itemizer? I don't think that's it. No campaign music. I kind of like it. It's just... I just wish I could turn that particular down a bit. Order, position manager, pouches. Ah, good call. Where's the home point? There it is. This one. Ah, yeah. I finished the storyline, and yeah, the fame grinding was annoying, because you could only do so much in a day. And then it was like, no, 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 no. You gotta take a break. Gotta wait for your whatever to build back up before you can... Like, what? Come on. Which guy was it? Maybe this guy? There we go. Let's grab 2 hatchets. Because, with my luck, the first hatchet will break. And all the other ones. Tabs, text, no. Translate, treasury? No. Ah, I can't remember the name. Whatever. Fine. I think he already owns it. Or at least he owns whatever copy he had before. He'd basically be stuck between either spending $10 and buying the collector's edition, which has everything, or he would have to spend however much it would be to just get all the other additional add-ons. And I think the only add-ons he needs are Seekers and Rhapsodies. Although I think Rhapsodies was free, I can't remember. I remember Steam was having a sale for it. Yep. Is it still? Yep. I'll be sure and drive that home to him. There they go. Aha. So now where am I going? East Rontower. Okay. Oh boy. That's like trying to get somebody to play the first EverQuest. There's just... Although I still think this game's better than EverQuest, and this is coming from several people who have played the original EverQuest. I only briefly plucked around with the original EverQuest like later on after the fact, after all the add-ons had been released for it to make it playable, but you're not... Expectations have been built up, and there's a lot of ways in which this game is too primitive. Biggest complaint I have about it is how not very intuitive it is. You literally need to have a wiki. Oh, I agree. This game's better. I agree with you. It's definitely better than any MMO that's come out, but you need to have a wiki page open at all times in order to play this game. You've got to have it open because they don't hold your hand for anything. They don't want you to know how to do anything. They're like, no, we want you. You just accepted a mission. Great. Go talk to... I gotta go talk to somebody. Where are they? We'll give you a vague idea of where they are. Very vague. Seriously, where the hell are they? I don't know. Guess you're gonna have to painstakingly check every single NPC. No! this now? I didn't see no login maps. Oh, okay. East Run Tower S. Here we go. Yeah, that would have been helpful. Okay, so the first one. Yeah. I don't know how people managed the original quests or the original missions. I mean, I have to believe that they just organized massive search parties and just said, go. Either that or people from Square Enix were helping to update the wikis. Or what we called... We didn't have wikis yet back then. Sweet. And even then, back then, figuring quests out, it wasn't enough to know what NPC to talk to. Because if you look at stuff now, they don't just tell you what NPC to talk to. They give you extra details about, well, what if you talk to... Because, like, everybody would say, oh, yeah, you gotta talk to that NPC. Well, it's not working. And then comes all the other... then comes all those other little sub-notes underneath. Well, it won't work if you've got this other quest active, or it won't work if you didn't wait a full day, or if you don't have, you know, you don't have your antenna tuned just so, and stand on one leg and be absolutely sure, then the NPC will let you through. So there was all that trial and error they had to go through. Ah. Right, yeah. Just go out, just on a whim. Why can't I complete it? Oh yeah, there's this guy out, apparently, that you just bump into him one day. I guess they literally think that players play by, okay, now I'm in this area, let me go talk to everybody. And what gets me is that I think for its time, I mean, that was the tail end, and we're talking early to late 2000s. Back then, they were still selling strategy guides. So they weren't going to tell you anything, because they wanted you to go buy the strategy guide. Make extra money. Go buy the strategy guide. Sure, okay. I can understand it from add-ons that came out back in them times. For Seekers of Adulin, no excuse. That came out post-2010 when game FAQs and everything else, wikis had finally been formed and stuff like it. No, there's no excuse for this. Zero. What the hell? I gave him all that stuff and he cooked it in a treasure chest. Okay. I'm sure that's not what really happened, but that's what it looked like. That's what I get for not paying attention, because honestly, who cares? Oh boy, we get to go back to Jugner Forest again. Western edge of G7. Hold on. Before I even go over there. Alright, so there's 7. G, okay. That is gonna require... Yeah, that's gonna require... I'm in no rush for job points. I level them. I level them every once in a while. I just leave my EXP ring on from the day before, and that gives me a good burst. If I run out of things to spend my login points on, I'll go buy another facility ring, kind of boost it for a little while. Surely there's a faster way. Surely there's a better way. We need more people, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know the best course of action on that one. Maybe I need to go to a low pop server where that other friend of mine is and go, hey, we'll grind with you.
You've been examined.
See anything you like? No, of course not. Well, I've also... Exactly, you got a long road of grinding, but you also got a lot of questing, although... On the other hand, the questing can also kind of get boring. Because after a while, the cutscenes are a whole lot of like, oh, didn't see you there. Well, we should really think about blah, blah, blah. It's like you just spent 10 minutes. I thought Treasures of Ottergon... Well, for me it's a toss-up between Ottergon and Promethea. Wings of the Goddess started off really strong, and it started off really cool, but after a while, I was really getting annoyed with how they wanted me to go through it. Seekers was where and maybe I was just getting burned out on doing story missions after a while, but Seekers, I wasn't even paying attention after a while. I just started skipping. But Ottergon, I played this game back in the day with Ottergon. Like, I remember when Ottergon was new. I'm like, oh, wow, this whole new continent to explore. Check it out. And, of course, anybody who was playing Black Mage learned pretty quickly, fuck this expansion. Because back in those days, you couldn't get experience point parties. Everybody wanted to go to Ottergon for experience point parties to fight the lesser colibris or the regular colibris, and they had Reflect. So, black mages were out. You had to go level in the regular old areas you used to go to that nobody wants to go to no more. Like, damn it. But I guess black mages back then were treated about as horribly as they are today. So, but my biggest issue was just the fact that I was always too low level. I would in Linkshell chat there were and on our forum, whatever we had for organizing events, everybody always had a thing that they were doing. They always had missions to go on and you know end game content like, oh, we're gonna do a Dynamis, we're gonna do Sky, we're gonna do Sea, we're gonna do all this stuff. I never got to do any of it because you're too low, and even if you weren't too low, your gear is too low. And so it was always the one thing I could never do. So here I am coming back to the game. I'm max level, and now I'm actually able to go through the content. Like, yeah, I can go through the content now. What the hell was that? Oh, it was a tree. And it's bittersweet because when I got to do Ottergon and having to do all the assault missions, the assault missions were so cool and so fun, like just fun little challenges. And I'm like, man, if I had been able to do these back in the day with all of my friends, it would have been the best, the absolute best. But no, instead I'm doing them alone. All by myself, depressingly. So bad. Oh, okay, there you go. But I think... you know, I did some link shell hopping when I first started playing, and then somehow wound up in a big link shell with lots of people in it, and eventually, you know, and at that time, TeamSpeak was a new thing. What? We could speak in voice? Never done that before. Speaking to people over the internet through voice? I mean, we've done it on phone calls, but this is... I knew the technology exists, but we've never done it before. Can we do this? And hopping in there every single day is how I made the friends that I'm still friends with almost 20 years later. But even big link shells have their faults too. So the first big link shell I was in, I say it was big. I would say it maybe had about 60 people in it, which was big back then. You know, it was a fair number of people. We were doing some stuff. Oh yeah, the Japanese parties. Gosh, I loved it every time I got into those. Because I would get the tell, and I'd go out there, and all of them were, you know, you'd see the Japanese text, and they're just like, boom, 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 boom. They made a damn job out of it. Like, okay. And it's because they were static parties. 9 times out of 10, those were static parties, and their friend couldn't make it, and they were like, well, we're not waiting for you. We'll just get some... And you would draw the... you would draw a lottery number with that, where you're like, holy shit. I still remember the day I ran around... I can't even remember what class it was. It was either Dark Knight or Dragoon. And some people in Kufum Island were like, you know what? Let's not do the old party dynamic that we're all used to. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have one power leveler, one power level healer on the outside, because that's what you did. You had a power level healer. We're gonna have one tank and 5 damage dealers, and I was one of them, one of the damage dealers. They're like, all right, let's go into Dogfoot Tower, and we just, because we were doing so much damage, we were just killing. I went up 3 levels in an hour, which was unheard of back then. All because we were doing something. We were doing an idea that was not so unorthodox, but god damned if it didn't work. And I was so mad because after those 3 levels, I was like, shit, I gotta get to work. God damn it, I gotta get to work. My shitty ass job at a pizza place. I just want to call out right now because I'm never gonna get XP this good ever. But yeah, I mean, big link shells can also have their problems. Our leader of the first link shell didn't. He just got tired of doing link shell leadership. He was like, hey, you know, we want even more people. I mean, we're having enough trouble trying to recruit more members, and here's another link shell that sees all ours, and they're like, hey, you want to merge? I went, sure. Take all my members, and I'll join you. I'll join you with all my members, and you're the one in charge now. Fine, I don't want to deal with it. And then we had, you know, upwards of almost 200 people, I think. And it came with its own set of drama and challenges. All, of course, fundamentally because of bad leadership. And not incompetent leadership, just favoritism getting played. You know, I think today they had, yeah, the whole DKP thing, which I think was started with EverQuest, but yeah, you go in and you do these regular raids or whatever it is, and it's like, all right, you better not lot on that piece of gear because, you know, Luther Lunchbucket over here, he's been running this for a while, and it's his turn to lot on that piece of gear he's been trying to get to, and somebody always does it anyway, and then guy who wants it doesn't get it, and it's like, what the hell, man, what the hell? And well, you can't say anything to that player because that player is the roommate of the leader of the link shell, so you just gotta shut up and take it. It's like, come on. And leader's a freaking milquetoast who won't stand up to his roommate. So there was that drama that would happen. And I remember we split off and created our own. And I think today I would have approached a lot of the things I did differently because I understand how to organize groups a lot better today. But back then it never occurred to me, hey, what if I just set up a scheduled static grind? Or hey, or almost set things up as if they were a help ticketing system. I think that could have worked. You say, all right, what does everybody need? All right, submit your help ticket. What do you need? I need my AF piece. All right, cool. And then, you know, once I get everybody's thing that they need, then I can actually schedule it out and try to work in, all right, when we can go and get it and see what everybody's availability is and see if we can't do it. This is all Wings of the Goddess content, obviously. The name of the quest that started this? Jeez. Let me find it. Gotta click back. Okay. Gifts of the Griffin. Oh, what the hell? Twitch didn't like it. Why not? Why not, Twitch? Fine, how about... Why? Is it because it's a long link and Twitch doesn't allow links? Is that the problem? And that. There it goes. Alright. Restream couldn't send it over, but that did. Right. No. I gotta go back the other way. Wait. I gotta go to Bunkerl Inlet. Well. Oh, the other way. This way. There you go. That was the questline that got me started, and all of this, of course, started when, this started as a complete and utter side tangent to... I don't need that anymore. Where was it? Bonds of Mithril, was it? Right, now I remember. This is what I was starting to do. Bundle of half-inscribed scrolls was the, it was basically the start of the quests needed that ultimately are gonna allow me to summon August. And there came this one spot where they're like, oh, and you know, at this part of the quest, once you finish it, you'll be able to unlock this person, this person, this person, and this person. And I went, oh, okay, cool. And in looking at it, I'm like, oh, wait, yeah, you'll be able to unlock them after you do some crazy, which I'm learning now doing all this quest line, after you do some crazy long-ass quest chain, you'll eventually get the ability to summon Exenmile S. If I'm even pronouncing Exenmile. What's the problem here? Oh, well, excuse me, all the hell. Stupid thing. Yeah, that one. All of this will ultimately lead into me being able to get that trust, and I don't think it's a very good trust, but... Gotta catch 'em all. Wait. Bull is not where I wanted to go. Okay. okay. Do love the fact that I can teleport anywhere. All right. Okay, where's that? That would be probably south. There's also Trust Clara and Trust Romamigo. But I think each of them require some long, drawn-out bunch of quests. Though I feel like I've got Romamigo, but I can't find her. So, I guess I'm misremembering. I know I got Nanamigo. I already got Rainamard. Rainmard. I don't know. Rain Man. These are trusts nobody actually uses. Like 95% of the trusts you get are just, yeah, you got it. Don't use it though. It's there though. Alright, maybe 90%. 5% are just the trusts that you use while you're waiting for the better one to come around. Let's see here. Oops. Ah, near that down tree, I think? No? Oh, wait. Yeah, this one here. Kid, I don't know what you just did, but you made it rain harder. Good job. Okay. F9. That means to go back the way we came. Whew. I do remember mob trains. Those were the best. And the worst. But also kind of the best. If you were high enough level, they were the best. Create a mob train. Take them all the way to the zone. Run across the zone line. And then they all just kind of mill around for a while and kill everybody that's been sitting around right there at the zone line. I remember I was running with one person. Me and another friend. Yeah. Yep. Right there in the dunes. That's where we were doing it, too. We did it right there in the dunes. We grabbed a bunch of mobs. It was me, Paladin, and I think a Black Mage or something. And we were running through the dunes. He's like, grab every mob you can. Grab every single one. Like, okay. We'll grab as many mobs as we can. So we do, and our Black Mage friend gets killed. She falls down. We make it across the zone line, and she's like, I hate you! Why do you make me do this crap? I think the funniest thing that she said that night was, I had to accept a raise from a stranger. I don't know why that specific phrasing made me laugh, but it just, like, of all things to get upset about. Man, this game really wants you to run rampant. What is the point of this quest? What did it say? The northeast corner. There. Ooh. It goes.
What in blazes? What was that? What in the heavens?
Oh, a behemoth. My God, I spent so damned long fighting Cerberus in Nizal Isle. Fighting it over and over and over again. trying to get that stupid blue magic spell, whatever it was. There's still like 3 blue magic spells I haven't gotten. I forget what they are. But they're like some high-level fight that I'm never going to be able to do. Yeah, blue mage, yikes. That one's a labor of love. And when you finally snap, when you do finally get it all set, it's pretty it, it, I just like how to word it. I just like how flexible it is. And then when I say flexible, I mean literally flexible. Did you want to be an AoE nuker and do some grind? Sure. Did you want to do dual wielding swords and become this massive melee guy? No problem. Did you want to do healing? Possible. Did you, you know, whatever you want to do is whatever it is that you're trying to do is like available to you, but better if you're the right race. That's it. And you're down. Oh, how's it? Gotta go passion marshland. How close am I to that? Nowhere close. Ugh, and the book's over there, and I don't feel like doing none of that. We're just gonna warp over there. This add-on is like absolutely integral for blue magic. So you can filter out all the spells that that you. I think this actually just has all blue magic spells. It just assumes you have them all, even if you don't. But you can break them down by traits or by what you would use them for or damage type. So traits is the one by default because 9 times out of 10, if you want to get if you want to stack your spells just so, you're really trying to do it so that you can maximize traits. And so it'll break them all down for you. You can just click them to turn them on or off. And somehow through command magic behind the scenes, it's able to switch your blue magic spells for you. But for each ones that you add up, this number down here gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And helps you know just how much of how powerful a certain trait is. So, but yeah, I'm actually running low on some points here. I think that this add-on has just become it's needed. It's just so much needed. Occultation off. No, no. Where was it? Unlimitables. All right. 4. I would have 5. Not enough. I need 7. Not taking none of that away. Nope. The only problem I have with that add-on is that there isn't an easy way to turn it on. You literally have to type in the command to load it in Windower in order to use it. They got a nice little close button, but not an open button. Come on, man. Right. That's how Marshlands. Okay, we're looking for G6, I think? Yeah. Okay, we've reached the G's. So, yeah, in your opinion, why would anybody use any of the Archangel trusts? I keep seeing them get used, mostly in Esha Zeta for leveling. And I'm trying to figure out what about them is so special to leveling. I haven't done a deep dive on what they do or how they do it. I don't even know which archangels they use. I think it's the Elven. The Elven, I guess, is the tank. Okay, so people are using them for tanking. I guess they'd rather use that than Gesho? Because I don't know. I don't know if Gesho's in... He's a great ninja tank. Except for his propensity to use AoEs all the time. And yeah, like nobody has August. Well, why would you take him? Well, why would you take that one over Ayami at that point? Because Ayame is the better samurai choice. Unless you expect him to take over and do all the main stuff. Right. Yeah. Yeah, the Mithra's probably... And I'd bet that the Taru is probably... Well, that actually surprised me. I would have thought that the Mithra would have been the ninja, but... The Taru is probably a black mage of some kind. I never see that one get used. Right. Yeah, Shantoto too. Sorry. She's stronger than you, more powerful than you, and edgier than you. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Oh, god damn it. They're gonna make me watch the cutscene again because I didn't have a free inventory slot! that it still has my bazaar icon up in the middle of this cutscene.
I know your friend's dying and all that, but you think you might want to look at my bazaar, see what I got, you know, buy a couple things. I could use the money. Could use the freed inventory slots. No, take your time, it's fine.
I saw an add-on earlier today called Home Points. One of those ones that Windower doesn't advertise. It's one of those specialty ones where they looked into the game and they realized, oh, you don't actually need to unlock a home point in order to use the warp to get to it. And this add-on made it possible. But what intrigued me is they said it'll even that they even acknowledge a home point. They even acknowledge a home point out in Alzabi that has been removed. They removed that home point. I think it was because they were hard capping it at a 700 player limit for Besieged or something. And they removed that home point. And there's a disclaimer on that on this home points add-on saying, don't use that home point, because if you do, you'll get stuck and then bad things will happen. And I'm like, well, that's not very descriptive as to what will happen, because getting stuck is a minor inconvenience in this game, because you can just warp back out with a warp ring or something. What do they mean, stuck? Do they mean the game freezes and you can't continue? Like... But I'm not brave enough to try it and find out either. Whew. Man. Still got like 4 more quests to do. Of this. Ugh. What, to finally get that one damn trust? End the night on that? I'm just looking ahead at all the stuff I gotta do. Let's see. Bonds That Never Die. Songbirds in a Snowstorm. Blood of Heroes. Chasing Shadows. And then finally, Face of the Future. So I have 5 quests left to do. But oh no, I don't have the add-on installed, and I'm too afraid to try it. No. I'm not brave enough to... Nope. You try it. No, don't try it. Not worth it. And I feel like worst case scenario is if you do get stuck and something really bad does happen, you're gonna have to open up a help ticket for the GM to come out, and you're gonna have to explain to him what you did, and he's gonna have to go, uh-huh. You know you're supposed to use that crap at your own risk, right? You know you're not supposed to have that stuff in the first place. Yeah, I know. You know you're gonna get banned now, right? God damn it! Can't tell nobody. It's like buying illegal drugs and then calling the police when the illegal drugs don't work right or something bad happens as a result of using them. It's like, we're not the people you need to be calling right now. You got yourself into that problem. You get yourself back out, because we'll solve the problem by just banning you. Finally, something sold. Ooh, this stuff sold. That means people are buying it now. Heh. Yes. Go buy more of that. Originally, the way it worked was you could set your home point there back when this home point crystal was there. When they removed it, there he is again. What's going on there, Griever? He was the one talking to me in voice chat earlier. If you set your home point to that crystal before they removed it, you would still warp back there. It's just there wouldn't be any crystal there when you warp to it. I just find it interesting that, well, it works that way for people who are doing it based on the warp scroll, but for people who are using home point warp, it doesn't? I don't know. I would not have a good time bluffing my way through that one. That's a very... To use Dungeons and Dragons terms, the DC on that is way too high for my bluff check. I mean, I might have a good bluff check most of the time, but goddamn, that's gonna need you're gonna need to put that one on a 20. Ooh. Okay, yeah, they are both out there. Good. Cool. Time to get paid. What was funny is I logged back into this game and I had like 4.5 million gil. And now I'm back to 3.5. I spent 1 million gil getting all the stuff that I needed for my weapon skill, and then I gave like 1.5 of it over to Egg so that he could get his, because he's like, I ain't got no money and I'm not going out there grinding Void Watch, Walk of Echoes for all these dice and coins. Screw that. I'd rather just buy it. And I'm like, yep, I agree with you. So, and now I'm back to where I was. Doesn't take long. All just from sparks. So, apparently people buy the agaricus mushrooms. I feel like it would be half the fun if I were really trying to push all the way for an Empyrean whatever, but... Yeah, no, Void Watch is just go out, go to some area, talk to a planar rift or whatever, and spawn in an NM to kill. Like, yeah, sure, no problem, I can do that. Like, no big deal. But, or at least I think that's what Void Watch is. I see VW all the time. People talk about Void Watch. Oh yeah, you know, and I don't know if it's even still being done or. I just did it as the bare minimum requirement to unlock the. I only did it as the bare minimum requirement to unlock my thing, the weapon skill. Walk of Echoes. See, I would have been perfectly happy to grind out Walk of Echoes, but the problem is that if there wasn't a campaign going on, there was always some other reason why they were always jacked way up as far as difficulty was. Like after you ran in and did them normally, and it's like you would do it and you could complete it with, you know, ambuscade or sparks level gear. You could do it. And you're like, all right, cool. I can clear this, whatever this Walk of Echoes. And you're like, cool. Let's go back and do it again. I got some rewards. Let's go back and do it again. Oh well, it's been upgraded to the super hard version that the high level players want to play. You don't get the same version that you just played. We're gonna have to play the high level one. I'm like, are you kidding me? And 9 times out of 10, there was always some campaign going on where all of them were just by default put at that high level area for end game players to play with. I'm like, I'm never gonna get all these dice and liminal residue that I need. Screw this, I'd rather just buy it. I wouldn't have minded the grind in and of itself. It's just it wouldn't let me grind but like once every other day or so, or once every 2 days, every 3 days. What's up, taters? Hey, look at this old-ass game I'm playing here. Look at it. Look how old it is. Look how primitive it is. Yikes. Alright. Hey, Taters, you get that job yet? Did you hear back on it? I think that's the reason you were trying to get to sleep early tonight or something, right? I've been kind of out of it. Ah. Well, good luck. I hope you hear back. I think I've reached the end of my play session tonight, though, because it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning here on the east coast of the United States. So, oh wow. Who in the chat right now? Wow. We had some users in here. Cool. Oh, it's nice to meet you all. Yeah, only 5 more quests. Yeah, well, those 5 quests can wait. I'm in no rush. They can wait. It's fine. And each and every one of those 5 quests are go out into some area and find a thing and then sit through 10 minutes of cutscenes and another half an hour of the...
I'll quit when I want to.
Nah, I got work in the morning. Or I at least got to make them think I'm at work on time and awake at 9 a.m. Like, yeah, I'm on. What do you got? Huh? Yeah, I'm responding. But hey. Well, I work from home, so for me, it's just a matter of, okay, I'm going to get some sleep, and then when I wake up tomorrow and do the bare minimum I need to do to give the illusion that I'm working, I'll hop back into here and continue. So. When they actually give me work to do, that's when I'm like, okay, let's put this on hold while I actually get work done. But, you know, right now we're kind of in a slow bit where they don't have much for me to do, so, alright, fine. Responsibility is there. I've gotta do adulting. But hey, it was good talking to you guys. You especially, Kirota. Thanks for coming in. This was a lot of helpful information about. I mean, because much like you, I'm coming back into this game, still trying to figure out how all this new crap works. Have a good night. And let's see, is there anybody? I don't have anybody in my followed channels I can raid. Usually that's what you do. You go somewhere and you raid them. Oh well. Oh man, is it? Well, have a great night, everybody. Probably see you guys on, I don't know. If not tomorrow, probably not tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see. Go ahead and... Y'all can faz. I'm going to sleep. Like it says, 2 in the morning. Although I am kind of curious now that I'm inside the Mog House. Can I access the auction house from in here? Come on, wait for the goofy loading icons to finish. There we go. Oh my god, I actually can. Wow. Okay. Neat. ending stream in 3,